Hi YouTube. So I was thinking what to do for this video, and I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to make it really real and relatable to people that either are single mums out there or single parents out there, or to be honest, anybody that's especially doing it for the first time. You'll know what I'm talking about. So I'm sat in front of a documentary on Netflix, just paused it to do this. I've got her little self on the baby monitor there. So she's been in bed a couple of hours. I finally got her down. And I'm just taking me time, which is so welcome. But I've brought back in the dream feeds to try and get a full night's sleep because she's still been waking up a fair amount. And I'm sat there thinking, I don't want to go up there and wake her up, which is completely nuts, right? Like, she's my baby. I love her. But because I've had this break, I then don't want to sort of say, do it again. Does that make sense? Because you're having this break, like, I'll see her in the morning, I'll just creep in, go to bed. But I won't see her in the morning. I'll see her at 3 or 4 a.m. So I've noticed this before when I know I'm going to do a dream feed, or when I just dropped them for a while, because I didn't do them when she was having her jabs and stuff. I thought I'll just let her sleep. I just noticed there's sort of almost like an apprehension or an anxiety about going up there and waking her up. And I don't know if it's because one time I tried to wake her up and she just wouldn't wake up. And I tried for a good, I don't want to exaggerate here, it was probably a good solid 10 minutes, maybe slightly more. And then I just felt really bad about it. And I thought, well, she's so deep asleep, I'll just let her sleep. And I don't know if it's from that, but it might be a bit from that. But I think it's more that just want the break. You just want them to go down. And I've been chatting to other people that whose babies are a bit older. They're like, oh yes, very soon, they'll go down at 7, you get them up at 7. I thought, oh, this is the dream. Now I'm breastfeeding, and I've spoken to other breastfeeding mums that are sort of up at least once in the night. I'm just like, going back to work in a few weeks. Really, really want to get my sleep in. Not helped by the fact, I will say, that me and my mum had impromptu, oh yes, let's open another bit of wine last night, which never makes me sleep very well. So I'm kind of probably whining for no reason. Anyway, back to the original thing was, the dream feed thing. I don't know if that's, other people have that. I feel like it might be quite common, but I think it's just nice to have that break, isn't it? It's nice to just, I don't know, I've actually got my feet up on my little, look, I'm reclined. I'm actually reclined. My feet up on the little sofa bit. She's in her little bed bit on the baby monitor. Documentary on, mood lighting. The cat's running around like a lunatic somewhere, chasing bugs or flies or whatever's in the house. Sounds like I've got bugs and flies in my house. I literally haven't. It's just they come through the conservatory sometimes and she chases flies and bugs. I will just say that. I haven't got some sort of infestation problem. Just realised I had my finger over the volume, so you might not even be able to hear me. But I seem to be ranting on. Anyway, so dream feed. I don't know if that's a thing other people have, but it's something I've noticed about myself in this little whirlwind that we're in. But on a side note, my mum's been amazing, and actually anyone that is a single parent out there, any support you can get from parents or friends, just take it. And if you don't want to take it, because I know before I felt quite guilty to ask people for support, I wait till they sort of say it, or I'll say, I find it really difficult because I just don't want to come out and say it. Actually, more recently I've got over myself a little bit, and I've said, it would be really nice to see I've struggled a bit, or would you be able to, when you come around, would you be able to maybe take her out in the pram for a while? I'd really appreciate the break. And just kind of almost getting over that sort of fear that people might say no, or fear that people might not want to, or feel like you're pushing on, because people want to help. And I know if I reverse it, if I empathise and put myself in the other person's shoes, whether it be, my daughter when she's older, or a friend, I'd be like, right, you sit down, let me do stuff. What do you need? I'd want to help. And I think people do want to help. And as long as you're grateful and not taking the piss, you know, I think that's fine. But I say it's taken me a bit of time. And I did get to a bit of a point where I needed the help and didn't get it quick enough, which will be another video actually I'll come on to at some point if people are interested. But yeah, I've had 7 views on my first intro video, which is exciting because I've not done any of this algorithm stuff or YouTube stuff before. As I said in my intro video, this is supposed to be incredibly relatable. I mean, I haven't even showered today. Like, this is just me. This is what I'm doing. So it's a bit of a journey for me to sort of get over that and not try and look all nice all the time and everything like that. So anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. I realised that didn't have a lot of structure to it, but that's okay. And I hope everyone's well, and I will do another video soon.